You're looking to get started in real estate investing with no money, but you're not sure of where to start, how to do it, or what's the first step you should be doing, then this video is a must watch. In this episode of An Investor's Journey, I'm actually going to share with you how you can use reverse wholesaling to not just grow your income, but also learn the ins and outs of real estate investing. So with that being said, let's not waste any more time and get into this show. This is John Barbera with An Investor's Journey, sharing with you all of our knowledge, tips, tricks, strategies, everything that we use on a daily basis with none of the fluff, none of the, beautiful cars and all the bullshit that people try to fake you with. This is real. Everything that we're sharing is real strategies, things that you can implement today to either get started or grow your real estate investment business. So if you're new, consider subscribing. We drop videos all the time. Now, make sure you stick around to the end, as I'm going to share with you a really cool strategy that you can use to 10x the amount of leads that you're getting in order to wholesale and be able to sell more deals later. So make sure you stick around to the end for that tip. So let's cover what the heck is reverse wholesaling. That honestly, the term was made, I was aware of that term recently. I didn't know that it even had a name. That's how I started in real estate, but I didn't know that they coined the name of reverse wholesaling. So reverse wholesaling is very, very simple. You are finding a buyers and you are finding an opportunity and connecting them to, and then you're getting kind of like a finder's fee for doing this work, right? That's what's reverse wholesaling. So you're pretty much finding a buyer that's ready to buy and everything, and then you're finding them a chance to buy a property, and then you're bringing that to them. They're gonna buy it, and they're gonna just kick over to you a wholesale fee or a finder's fee, however you want to look at it. Not always is it a home run amount of money, but depending on how good the deal is, depending on how much work you put in, you could make some good money on this. But the whole point being is that it's not so much how much, of a bulk of money that you can make, but the fact that you can get started with no money and start making a couple grand every single month by doing these strategies. So reverse wholesaling in a nutshell is just that, is you are pretty much finding an opportunity, connecting it to a known buyer, and they're taking it over pretty much from there. So I hope that makes sense. And like always, if you have any questions, something that's not clear, you always let us know, comment below, or you text us, 210-794-9898. We always respond. Any questions you have, we're always available for that. So within the world of reverse wholesaling, what is the first step that you need to do? It's build your network. Like I said, the whole goal with reverse wholesaling is that you have buyers lined up, right? So in order to get buyers, in order to get opportunities, chances to find leads and do all this, you need network. You need to know, who the title companies are, who the buyers are, who the wholesalers are, all of these people, because the larger your network, the more opportunities you can create, the more resources you're going to have access to. So, I've done a whole video on the power of networking. I'm going to link to it up here, and you also see it below in the related videos section. But it's a whole video on networking. The power of networking is so, so crucial. And for reverse wholesaling, you got to grow your network. Within growing your network, the next big step that you got to do is build your buyers list. All right. There's a whole series I did on building your cash buyers list. It's up here. I've used it. I continue to use it today as we are wholesaling again. We're starting to generate more deals and everything. I went through all the same steps. I actually forgot some of my own steps, and I went through the series myself, and I've been building my buyers list. Good quality cash buyers, people I can depend on, people I know, what it is that they want, how much they're willing to pay, what they won't buy, where they just don't want a house, what type of house they just don't want to deal with. All of that. I know all of that information. If they're using hard money, what are their terms? If they're using private money, what are their terms? Because all of that is going to influence how much they can pay for the house, which will influence how much I can make on a wholesale fee. So all of this is important. You got to build your buyers list. So again, The link to that playlist is, you can also find it above, and below I'm gonna put a link to all of the videos that I'm talking about here. But you gotta check that one out to build your buyers list. Now, so you're building your network, you're building your buyers list. The next thing is you gotta find opportunities. This means that you're driving around, you find a home that looks like crap, maybe a for sale by owner that looks a little, it looks a little dated, looks like it's not really keeping up with the neighborhood. If you're not even sure, I did a whole series on driving for dollars. You can watch, I did a video of an actual drive along. You can watch to see how you gauge what the neighborhood, what a decent home in the neighborhood looks like and what a home that's distressed looks like. So then that way you can spot them. And these are opportunities. Also, you want to reach out to your network, people that you know. It's amazing how many times people don't reach out to their own network, family members, friends, somebody that either has a home that needs work and can only be sold to an investor, or knows somebody that has a home. So you got to spread the word. Let everybody know. Tell them, hey, I'm getting into real estate investing. I have a few cash buyers lined up, ready to go. They're looking for houses in any area, so if you're looking for something, or if you have a property, somebody, let me know. We'll pay a little wholesale finder's fee for bringing us a deal, so we can definitely hook you up. Usually those are around $500, $1,000, depending on the deal, and just incentivize. But tap into your network, look for opportunities, look everywhere. And depending on the area where you live, you could also look on the MLS. In San Antonio, Texas, trying to find right now deals off the MLS is, you're overpaying like crazy. Because everybody has access. But in other markets, other cities that I've been talking to other investors and everything, like, there's still good deals on the MLS. So figure out your market, figure out what makes sense in your area, and just keep your head on a swivel, look for opportunities. Once you found an opportunity that suits one of your buyers, work with your buyers. Let them know. Be like, hey, look, I found this opportunity, spoke to the seller. These are the reasons. This is the motivation, the biggest key. And I'm going to link to that video on how to determine the true motivation of a seller. So watch that video and you're going to be able to tell your buyer, this is the motivation. This is the reason they're selling. Work with them. They're going to tell you, okay, do this, do that, approach it this way. Based on what you're telling me, this is what I can pay for the house. This is, what I'm looking at for repairs. They can help you with all of it, and they will, because they want the deal. That's exactly what we do. Every time we have new wholesalers, new people coming into the market, they bring us leads like this. They bring us motivated sellers, and we go with them, and we actually help them take it down and everything, and give them a finder's fee or a wholesale fee for doing that. And the whole point of this whole area is that you're learning. Right? The whole reason you need to do this is because you need to learn. You don't know how to do this. So how better to learn from somebody that's actually buying them? Because that's who your clientele is. So if you know what to deliver to your buyer, you're always going to know what a deal looks like, what a good deal looks like. Because eventually you want to become the buyer. Eventually you want to be the buy and hold investor, or the fix and flipper, or new build construction guy. You want to do that. So in order to do that, you need to know what a deal even looks like. And who better to learn than from the people that are buying deals consistently. So once you've done all this, you've been working with your buyer, talking to the seller, everything, time to make that offer. All right. Remember, when you're making offers, it's emotional. It's not about the number. And I did a training on this as well, speaking to your sellers and everything. All the links, they're all going to be below of these videos. But when you're making an offer, you got to figure out, what is that pain point? What is that real motivation? It's never the money, all right? As much as we all want to say, oh, of course it's the money. It's not. It's what can the money get them? So if you can reassure them that they can get everything they want without, a crazy high number, you got yourself a good deal. You understand? So it's time to submit the offer. But the great thing is that the offer is also going to be based on the numbers your buyers gave you. So now you can go with a lot more confidence, knowing that this is your offer, this is where you need to be, because you know you have a buyer lined up for that price. So they accepted the offer, you got it under contract, all the contracts, everything like that. Again, your buyers will help you through that. They will help you fill out contracts, whatever you need. But once you get all that going, now it's time to close it. When you're closing a property, you got to send the contracts to a title company or an attorney, depending on your state. and they do title work. They make sure everything is good. There aren't any liens. The title is clear, so they can go ahead and proceed with the sale. During this whole time, you're not done. All right. You've been building rapport with the seller, so the seller's comfortable working with you. Keep the constant communication. Don't stop. This is not the time for you to like fall back because, it's all good and you're going to get paid. No, it is not done until it's done. All right. So make sure you're still keeping contact with the seller. Everything is still okay. They're getting ready to move. Everything is good with title. We're good with closing. Stay in contact with the buyer. Are they good? Do they have their funds? Is everything lined up? Is everything ready? You want to make sure you stay ahead of everybody. Even though if you say, well, that's the title company's responsibility or that's this. But no, it's if you want the deal to work, everything is your responsibility. All right. Even if it's on somebody else, you make sure they're doing their job correctly. So time to close. Don't fall asleep. Make sure everything's getting done. And if you don't know what you're doing, because this is your first time, ask the title company, what's the process here? What are the procedures? How do you do this? How do you do that? What's next? What should I be expecting? When should I expect this by? Ask your investors, ask your network. Hey, I got a deal. I'm getting ready to close. Any pointers, any ideas, any thoughts, any feedback? Ask, tap into your network. That's how you learn. And once you finally close, rinse and repeat. All right. Now, at this point, you made a little bit of money. You're excited. You probably want to even treat yourself. Don't stop. Stop. Okay. You got some money. Be happy. But that money needs to be reinvested. All right. It needs to be reinvested. Get into the habit of understanding that you're not in it for the pennies, right? You don't want to be in this business for just a couple $1,000 here and there. You want to be able to make consistent money every single month that you can count on and real money so you can increase your lifestyle, so you can live that lifestyle that you want. So that means for the first year, it may be less depending on, how good or how much you do. You got to focus only on growing your business, growing your marketing, growing all of these things. So when it comes time to, redoing all this, all you want to do is save money and increase your knowledge. You want to learn everything, ask questions consistently. If a buyer turns down one of your deals, why? Why don't you want it? I thought it was everything you needed. And if they tell you, well, actually, look at the repairs here, the repairs there, it's actually overpriced or whatever, it's like, okay, now you learned something. But if you're not asking questions of why things go bad or anything like that, you're never going to learn. And if you don't learn, you're never going to make the real kind of money that you can make in this, making, $10, $20, $30, $40,000 a month. You can make that money. It's very, very possible. It's just you need to learn the strategies, the tactics, and the players. So now that tip that I was telling you about, how to 10x the amount of leads, is partner with one of your buyers or multiple of your buyers. Partner with them. What you want to tell them is like, look, I'm ready to go. Like, I'm ready to go take these down, go to appointments, get the pictures, whatever it is, but I can't afford marketing, right? Partner with your buyers. I know for a fact there are so many buyers right now that will be willing to pay for the marketing, no problem, because they want the deals. You understand? But they just don't have the time and pretty much the time to chase them down, to answer the calls, to go check them out, to do all that. They don't have that time, but you do. So if you tap into these buyers and you tell them like, look, I'm ready to do some marketing, maybe they can tell you what marketing they know works, or maybe they can point you in the right direction. Like, hey, go speak to this person. They're really good at marketing. They'll at least get you set up, get you going, kind of set you up with some marketing campaign, and I'll fund it all. I'll fund the direct mail. I'll fund whatever software you need. I'll fund whatever list you got to buy. I'll fund it. You understand? So they'll pay for it, and you get to learn how to do proper marketing, how to generate your own leads, how to grow your whole deal source. And by doing that, this is how it makes you a powerful wholesaler and then a powerful investor later, is generating deals. If you can generate deals, you're never going to go hungry. You're never going to need money. The people that struggle are the people that don't know how to generate deals. So I hope you understand the term of reverse wholesaling. It's very easy concept, something you can get started with no knowledge, no experience, no nothing, and make real money doing it as long as you're willing to put in the work. And in the meantime, you can check out this video on how to get started wholesaling houses. It's a whole training on that. And then down here, you have the playlist on how to build your cash buyers list. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.